right, everybody, we're going to be starting on chapter 13 of Shurley Grammar. We're going to be adding the predicate nouns and linking verbs to the question-answer flow. And when we do this, we'll be classifying pattern 4 sentences. So I told you once we started these new patterns, they'd be kind of coming pretty quickly. So the predicate noun jingle is not one that I'm going to sing to you. Instead, I'm going to let the Shurley singers do it for you. Here we go.
A predicate noun is a special noun in the predicate that means the same as the subject, the simple subject. A predicate noun follows after a linking verb to locate a predicate noun, ask what or who after the verb, and verify the answer. Verify that the noun and the predicate means the same thing as the subject, the simple subject.
All right, so basically what you're doing is you're saying that a predicate noun or pronoun is located after a linking verb, and it means the same thing as the simple subject. So the linking verbs are, basic ones are am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. And if you think about linking verbs like an equal sign, if your subject equals with the linking verb, the word that, the noun, the pronoun that comes after it, if they mean the same thing, then that is a predicate noun or pronoun that's coming after your linking verb. I'll show you an example. So let's see. First of all, before I show you that example, let's just look at some common linking verbs that you'll find when we start classifying these sentences. Let's read them together. Am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been, look, become, grow, feel, appear, remain, seem, smell, sound, taste. Our new labels when we classify a predicate noun will be labeled PRN. A predicate pronoun will be labeled PRP. A linking verb will be labeled LV. Sometimes if you're in a different grammar class or using a different grammar book or have a different teacher, they may call predicate nouns and pronouns predicate nominatives. Nom, I believe, means name. So you're naming something, like a noun names something. But we're entirely just going to be calling them predicate nouns or predicate pronouns. Keep things simple. Okay? So with the introduction of predicate nouns, we're going to be having new sentence pattern, sentence pattern 4. This pattern is going to be subject noun, linking verb, predicate predicate noun. See, I grew up with predicate nominative, so I'm probably going to slip up and say that a bunch of times. Our pattern 4 is subject noun, linking verb, predicate noun. And the other patterns are listed there. I'm not going to go over them. You can look at them and review them if you want to. So let's look at a sample pattern 4 sentence. My dog is an Australian retriever. Now I'm considering Australian retriever as one noun, one proper noun, because that's a type of dog. Now, the subject noun is dog, the linking verb is, and the noun that comes after the linking verb is Australian retriever. Now, ask myself, are dog and Australian retriever the same thing? Yes, they are the same thing. So that means that Australian retriever is a predicate noun. So I would label it PRN. So let's see if we can classify some of these sentences together. See if my pen works. Nathaniel is my oldest son. Who is my oldest son? Nathaniel. Okay, looks like my pen's not working, so I'm going to click on my pen. And let's see if it'll work now. Nope, I need to go. Always happens when I don't want it to. Let's try this again. All right, let's try this time. Let's try green. Ooh, look at all these fun options. How about this one? Nathaniel is my oldest son. Who is my oldest son? Nathaniel, subject noun. What is being said about Nathaniel? Nathaniel is. Now, we know that am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. That is a linking verb, right? Is what or who? Nathaniel is what or who? Nathaniel is my oldest son. That's going to be PRN for predicate noun. Which son? Oldest son, adjective. Whose son? My son, possessive pronoun, adjective. Now we're going to go and write in our sentence pattern, which is going to be subject noun, linking verb, PRN for predicate noun, pattern for check. Go to the end of the sentence and everything else is going to be what you're used to. Period, statement, declarative. Go to the verb, which in this case is a linking verb. Draw your dividing line to separate the complete subject, Nathaniel, complete predicate is my oldest son, and I am going to underline that twice. All right, let's look at the next sentence. My husband is the soccer coach for Western High School. My husband is the soccer coach for Western High School. Now, when you read that, you can already tell that you've got a linking verb there, right? Is. You recognize that. And also, you can kind of already tell that husband and coach are the same things, right? So we probably have a predicate noun coming up on this one. Who is the soccer coach for Western High School? Husband. Subject noun. What is being said about husband? Husband is. Oops, I'm jumping ahead of myself with that line there, aren't I? Is what or whom? Is. He's not soccer. He's the coach. Predicate noun. Which kind of coach? Soccer coach. Adjective. The, article adjective. Whose husband? My husband. Possessive pronoun. Adjective. Now look, I got ahead of myself, didn't I? Up until this point, we've always been looking for our prepositions first, and I forgot to do that. I apologize. But I'm not going to go back and start this video over again, so we're just going to go ahead and label it now. For, you know, is a preposition. For what? Western High School is all the name of one thing, one school, so I'm just going to call that whole thing OP. Okay? Let's mark our sentence pattern. Subject noun, linking verb, predicate noun, pattern for check. Okay, let's go to the end of the sentence. Period, statement, declarative. Divide your complete subject from your complete predicate with a dividing line, which I did ahead of time. Underline your complete subject once. My husband, underline your complete predicate twice, is the soccer coach for Western High School. All right, how about this one? Miss Cindy's daughter was the teacher of my math class. First of all, let's look for prepositions. Do you see any? Of, preposition. Of what? Class. Object of a preposition. Which class? What kind of class? Math class. Adjective. Whose math class? My math class. Possessive pronoun, adjective. Hopefully you've memorized those possessive pronouns. My and our, his and her, it and their and you. Aha! All right, let's go. Let's see what we have left. Miss Cindy's daughter was the teacher. All right, now it's a little simpler now, right? Who was the teacher? Not Miss Cindy. Be careful. Who was the teacher? Daughter was the teacher. Subject noun. What's being said about Miss Cindy's daughter? Was. Linking verb. Am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. Memorize those. All right. Was who or what? Was teacher. Ask yourself this question. Are teacher and daughter the same thing? Yes, they're the same thing in this sentence. Article, adjective, the. Let's go back to the subject. Whose daughter? Miss Cindy's. Now look, there's a showing possession. There's your apostrophe, so this is a possessive noun adjective because Miss Cindy's a noun, but when you add that apostrophe S on there, you're turning it into an adjective that's showing possession. Okay? Sentence pattern, subject noun, linking verb, predicate noun, pattern for, check. Go to the end of the sentence, statement, period, statement, declarative. Again, I jumped the gun and wrote my dividing line early. Maybe I'll do it right the next time. All right, let's underline the complete subject once and the complete predicate twice. I'm always telling you guys to go in order the question answer flow, aren't I? And then look at me. I'm not even following my own direction. All right, let's see if I can get it right this last one. Baltimore is a large city in the state of Maryland. Do you see any prepositions? Of. Good. Of what? Maryland. Object of a preposition? Parentheses. Any other prepositions? In. Good. In what? In the state. Object of the preposition. Article, adjective, and we put our parentheses around. Now let's look at what we have left. Baltimore is a large city. Now you know that Baltimore and a city mean the same thing, right? Baltimore is a city and the city is Baltimore. They're the same. We see a linking verb there, so we probably know that this is going to have a predicate noun. What is a large city? Baltimore is a large city. Subject noun. What is being said about Baltimore? Baltimore is. Linking verb. Is what? It's a city. And that means the same thing as the subject noun, doesn't it? They're the same. So we know it's a predicate noun. What kind of city? Which city? Large city. Adjective. Article, adjective, A. Write our sentence pattern. Subject noun. Linking verb. Predicate noun. Pattern 4. Check. At the end of the sentence, period, statement, declarative. Now let's find the verbs. Go back to the verb. The linking verb is. Let's draw our dividing line. Finally did it right. And let's underline the complete subject once and the complete predicate twice. Awesome. Good job, guys. Mary is my mother's best friend. All right. Who is my mother's best friend? Mary. Let's change colors again. How about blue this time? Mary, subject noun. What is being said about Mary? Mary is, I did it again. Linking verb. Is who or is what? Mary is who or what? She's not my mother. She's not the best, and she's the friend, but she is the friend, right? Mary is whom or what? Mary is friend. Predicate noun. Now you might say, well, we asked the same question for a direct object. How are we going to know the difference? Well, the difference is you ask yourself, you verify this noun. You say, is friend the same thing as Mary? Is friend the same thing as Mary? Yes, it is. So it is a predicate noun, not a direct object. Whose friend or which kind of friend? The best friend, adjective. Whose friend? Mother's. Look, there's your apostrophe S, so it's a possessive noun, adjective. Whose friend or whose mother's friend? My mother's, possessive pronoun, adjective. And let's go to the front and write our pattern down. Subject noun, linking verb, predicate noun, pattern 4, check. At the end of the sentence, period, statement, declarative. Go to the verb, draw your line to divide the complete subject from the complete predicate. Ooh, my underlines are a little crooked. Karen and Michael are my first cousins. Do you see any prepositions? No, I don't either. Karen and Mike, what is being said about Karen and Michael? Karen and Michael are. So Karen and Michael are my subjects, but you see we've got 2 subjects here, right? What is and? Right, that's a conjunction. Label it C. So if Karen is our subject noun and Michael is a subject noun, we've got a compound subject noun. So put your C for compound in front of that. What's being said about Karen and Michael? Karen and Michael are. Linking verb. Am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. Are what? Are cousins. Now ask yourself, are cousins and Karen and Michael the same thing? Yes, they are. So it is not a direct object because it's the same as the subject. So it's predicate noun. Which cousins? First cousins. Adjective. Whose cousins? My cousins. Possessive pronoun, adjective. Sentence pattern, subject noun, linking verb, predicate almost said nominative, predicate noun, pattern 4. Check. Go to the end of the sentence and you have a period, statement, declarative. Go to the verb, linking verb, are. Draw your dividing line. Underline your complete subject once, Karen and Michael, and your complete predicate twice, are my first cousins. All right, 7 and 8. I think these are our last 2. Tim McGraw is a country singer and an actor in movies. All right, well, first of all, let's see if there's any prepositions. How about in? That's a preposition. In what? In movies. Object of a preposition. So let's put parentheses around that and knock that out of there. Let's read it without that. Tim McGraw is a country singer and an actor. Who is a country singer and actor? Tim McGraw. Subject noun. What is being said about Tim McGraw? Tim McGraw is. Linking verb. Is what or is whom? Well, is a singer and an actor. Now, are the singer and actor the same as Tim McGraw? Is like an equal sign? A little equal sign there? Tim McGraw equals a singer and an actor, right? Same thing. So that means singer is a predicate noun. An actor is a predicate noun. Now, if he's doing two things, he's singing and acting, and there's a and here. What is this and? Conjunction, right? So we know we have a compound predicate noun. Ooh, this is new. So we put a C in front of that. Compound predicate noun. There's two of them. And article adjective. That's easy. What kind of singer is he? Is he a rock singer, gospel singer? No, country singer. Adjective. Article adjective A. All right. Sentence pattern. Getting used to this now. Subject noun, linking verb, predicate noun, pattern 4. Check. Go to the end of the sentence. Period statement declarative. Go to the verb. Is, right before is, linking verb. And we're going to underline our complete subject once, Tim McGraw, and our complete predicate twice. I'm going to try to draw really a lot more neatly this time. Oh, look at that. That's much nicer. Okay, last sentence. I'm almost out of breath, and you're probably almost out of patience. So let's finish this up. Wow, Mark's mother is the winner of the pie contest. Okay, who is the winner of the pie contest? Mother, subject noun. Be careful, it's not Mark, it's Mark's mother. Good. What's being said about Mark's mother? She is. Linking verb. Let's say those linking verbs one more time. Am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. Is what? She's the winner. Now, is this a direct object? Or does mother equal winner? Is she the winner? Is she the same? Is winner the same as the subject noun mother? Yes, it is. So this is a predicate noun. All right, let's stop right there because I forgot to have a slip for prepositions, didn't I? Do you see any prepositions? Yes. Of what? Contest. Object of the preposition. What kind of contest? Adjective. Article adjective the. Put parentheses around it. Now, if I had done that first, we would have had this very simple group of words. Wow, Mark's mother is the winner. And that would have made that a lot easier. So that's why I always want you to do prepositions first. Even though I don't always model that very well, do I? All right, let's go back to winner here. Article adjective in front of that, the, or the. Some of you guys say the. Now let's go back to mother. Whose mother is this? It's Mark's mother. Look, there's your apostrophe S that shows possession. So this is a possessive noun because Mark's a noun. But since it's got that apostrophe S, it's now an adjective. Mark's mother. And what is wow? Good. Interjection. Sentence pattern. Subject noun. Linking verb. Predicate noun. Pattern 4. Check. Go to the end of the sentence. Oh, finally, something different. Exclamation point. Strong feeling. Exclamatory sentence. Go to the verb. There's your linking verb. Now we'll underline our complete subject once. Now you don't have to underline the interjection. You can just leave that alone. Underline your complete predicate twice. Now I have a question for you. If I was going to ask you what was the simple subject and the simple predicate of this sentence, Karen and Michael are my first cousins, what would you write? What's the simple subject? Well, there's two, right? So it would be Karen, comma, Michael. And what's your simple predicate? What's the verb? It's just plain old are. That's it. Are. It's a linking verb. That's it. Okay? All right, I think that's our last sentence. So work really hard in your workbook, and I know that by the end of it, by the time you get to that chapter checkup, you are going to be doing perfectly with pattern 4 sentences. They're going to become second nature to you. All right, have a great day. See ya. Bye.